Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yudhe Beit Nun Sophie Yudhe many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.Yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. And also, Royal Family and friends, we want to share with you Yahweh's Keys to Riches. And on that YouTube channel, you can listen to Yahweh's Daily Word and keep up with the correct solar time each and every day. We'd like to see you there as well. Go to Yahweh's Keys to Riches. It's in the description below so that you can join us there as well. Remember, when you get there, just like here, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channels. All right, Royal Family, we look forward to seeing you there as well. Enjoy.
We're going on with the subject. Inheritance. The so-called black man of America has been living the life of one disinherited. The only reason we're living a life as one disinherited is we lost the knowledge of Yahweh. We didn't just walk around one day and have amnesia. Our enemies, nations of the earth, raised up, spied together, according to Psalms 83, 1 through 5, and cut us off from being a nation, cut off the name Israel, that we would have no more remembrance of our name as being Israel. And that, in effect, made us walk around as one disinherited. Now, when a man is in the world without an inheritance, you're born into the world without an inheritance, you're a pitiful fellow. You're in a sad state of affairs. Also, when you're born with a divine inheritance and you have a lot of neighbors who are not, it makes them jealous. And sometimes they will seek to kill off the rightful heir, to keep the rightful heir from inheriting what is his, so they can have it for themselves and their children. The nature of heir property is that it cannot be sold. It is for the use of each coming generation forever. In order for somebody else to come in and use that land without authority, they have to cut the rightful heirs off some kind of way. But Yahweh is so jealous of our inheritance that he knew our enemies would come in and take it from us, but he also cursed the land. He made us to cause it to be cursed. Knowing they would come in, he caused us not to keep the Sabbaths of the land. So Yahweh said he would not let it rain until we return home. In other words, what good is land if it won't grow anything? So our enemies took our property, but it's a curse to them. They're fighting and dying over land that is not theirs. Right now. Lebanon, Syrians, all of that group of people are fighting and dying, including the devil of America, over our land because it's cursed until the rightful owners return. Death and destruction shall continue there until the rightful owners return. Because one group says, well, why should you have it? It's not yours. We know historically it's not yours, but we're not going to tell it. Because if we all get to tell it, see, then the rightful owner will wake up and come home and claim it. So none of us are going to tell who it really belongs to, but it's not yours either. Christians, it's not yours either, Muslims. It's not yours either, Jew. So, hey, this is some extra real estate that's holy and divine, and we're going to all split up and use it, and then the others say, no, I want all of it. So they go to fighting and warring over it. All conspiring together to keep the rightful owners blind, deaf, dumb, ignorant, and dead to the knowledge of their inheritance. None of those nations will rise up and say, well, look, let's just settle the problem and let the rightful heirs come on home, and we'll have no more reason to fight. Let's just go on and submit to Yahweh and his heirs, for his heirs are going to rule in his place over us. But see, we don't want that really, because his laws are divine and perfect, and we really don't want to be perfect. We'd rather just fight and kill him. So inheritance gets to be important. According to our history, we have a natural heir line of the oldest son being the rightful heir. Then we have examples of the heirship being changed by divine election, Yahweh. Saying, yeah, I know that's the way it is according to the natural order, but I know what you don't know, understand what you do not understand. My ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are high above your thoughts, so I'm changing it. I made it, so if I want to change it, it's my authority, and I change it, and that's all to that. Now, I know Ishmael was firstborn, but I want Isaac. I know Esau was firstborn, but I want Jacob. I know Reuben was firstborn, but I think I'll take my line on through Joseph. I know Adoniah was the firstborn, but I think I'll take Solomon. I think I'll change it around. And that's what he did. That's right, you didn't know that? Adoniah was supposed to be, he was older than Solomon, but he didn't get it. Didn't make him very happy either. Of course, it didn't make Ishmael too happy. They're so upset they still over there sitting on our land now. They haven't offered us a drop of oil well, not one oil well. I read where Esau's not too happy either. Say he has a perpetual hatred. Praise God. Because of heirship, see? Esau sold his birthright, gave it up. Yahweh didn't choose him anyway. So when he sold it, he was right in Yahweh's plan. Boy. Yahweh already had it fixed up. He was just waiting on him. So. And then Esau figured out, wow, I blew it. I blew my inheritance, man. I sold my inheritance for a bowl of soup. But the world is out of order because the rightful heir is not in place. They conspired to kill the rightful owner, the Son of Yahweh. Matthew 21:38. Read. But when the husbandman saw the Son, they said among themselves, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance." They thought when they killed Yahweh's Son 1983 years ago, they had done the great hatchet job had been accomplished. He stood in their presence and said, "You see this temple being built? It shall be torn down, but in 3 days I shall rebuild it up again." We are that body, that temple, that was torn down and after here in America and totally destroyed. But after 300 years, we're being built back again. They tried to destroy, kill him off, but it didn't work. So in verse 39 says they cast him out and killed him. They did kill him. So they cast us out of our land and did kill us mentally. Cut us off. Fulfill Psalms 83. But the book says in verse 40, payday is coming. You killed my son 1983 years ago. You killed my son. But what do you think I'm going to do about it? Smile? Forgive you for killing my son? You think I'm going to forgive you for killing my heir? No. And I'm going to get vengeance. Because you killed my son. You became greedy and jealous and wanted my property. It wasn't yours. I let you use it. I said you could use it for 6,000 years. I gave you a lease. 6,000-year lease. What was your repayment to me? Kill my son to seize his inheritance. But I'm going to come and see about my own land. I am the husbandman. And I'm coming to see about you, my enemies. John 15:1. I am the husbandman. You sought to cut off the genuine vine. Falsehood is in place of the genuine vine. Read. Yes, and I'm coming to see about this murder you committed. That means I'm going to judge you, and the world is my witness that you're guilty of killing my heirs. You killed them physically and mentally. You took 100 million from their land and murdered 96 million of them during the slave trade. 4 million landed in this country for slaves, and you've hung them and burned them and raped them, and you killed them totally mentally and put them in a mental and spiritual grave. But I'm the husbandman. coming to see about the true vine. You, the so-called black man of America, you are the true vine. And I am the husbandman. You, my people of America, are the genuine vine. You're the genuine heir, shooting out from the root of the Father as the true heir. You should have had reference for my people, but instead, you wanted what was theirs. Verse 38 says, the husbandmen saw the son, among themselves. See, it's dangerous for the son to just walk around and the enemies just all know who he is. There he is, come. Let us kill him. Let us seize and take for ourselves his inheritance. Let's go to Psalms 2 and 2. Read. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed. See what's happening? The kings of the earth prove they're not our friends. The kings of the earth, the rulers of the earth, the kings and the rulers of the earth have come together, sat down around the conference table together, and had counsel together. What are we going to do about the children of Israel, especially Judah? We're not allowed to just physically eradicate them from the planet Earth, but we must do something because we want their inheritance for ourselves. So I can see, look in my mind now and look back and see the kings and rulers of the whole earth sitting down around the big conference table, in the big boardroom at the big palace, discussing us, Judah. And they said, I tell you what, let's take Judah captive. They're not hard to take captive because history shows that they have been taken captive many times. We ran them out of Israel as it was 70 A.D., so we know where they are. We know where they ran to. Titus didn't kill them off. He let them escape south into West Africa. We know they're there. Let's set up a trick and go get them and reduce them to further bondage, because just taking them from their land and they know who they are, they'll be coming back at us again. But what we want to do this time is stop Judah from coming back, erase Jerusalem from their mind completely. Then we can rule the world in peace from them. They're the rightful rulers of the earth. We know that, but see, we can beat this game by just killing off Judah, because the rest of Israel, you don't have to worry about them. They're not divinely chosen to be the ruler. So if we take those who have the ability to rule and kill them mentally, cut them off from being a nation and cut off their knowledge of Yahweh and Israel, we won't have to worry about it. It sure will take a resurrection to get them, but we won't have to be bothered with them until he come back. We'll be on the watch for him coming back. And when it's time for him to come back, we'll put in birth control and everything else and kill him off. But they forgot that all the others they tried to kill off slipped through the net too. But in the meantime, we're going to rule this world, the inheritance, for ourselves by killing off Judah. So here in Psalms 2 and 2, the kings and the rulers took counsel together against Yahweh and his anointed, you, Judah, so-called black man of America. Isn't that something? All because they wanted to rule. Let's go to John 11:53. What did they say they want to do with us? John 11:53 tells you what their counsel was about. Read. Well, verse 52 gives you a little light on that. Read. Together in one, the children of Yahweh that were scattered abroad. See what the son's job is? They knew it then. They knew 1983 years ago that the son's job would be to gather together in one the children of Yahweh that were scattered abroad. Abroad means away from, way off from Jerusalem. And I think if you look at the map, you'll know that, study your world map, you'll see that America is quite abroad from Jerusalem. 10,000 miles. So, knowing he was to gather them together, what was the fear? Why should they fear? Why should the world fear? Why should the kings and the rulers of the earth fear one man gathering his nation together as one? And why would they seek to kill him? Why would they take counsel together to kill him when all he would do was gather his own nation together and make them one in Yahweh? Could it be the fear of their inheritance? Here in verse 52 it says that they are the children of Yahweh. Not spiritual children, not adopted children. Didn't say one of the children, it says the children. This identifies who has been scattered. If you search the planet Earth, you will find all nations on the planet Earth know who they are, but one group of people. Wherever you go on the planet Earth and find a whole group of people that have been scattered and who are not functioning as a nation. See, verse 52 says that nation only. That's a pretty exclusive nation, only. Wouldn't you think it is? That nation only. But also that he should gather together as one. Now in verse 51 it says that he would die for that nation. See, other scriptures they say he died for the world. The truth is in here, but oh, if you don't know it. Matthew 1:21 says he come to save his people from breaking Yahweh's laws. His people. In verse 51 here of John chapter 11, says that Yahweh the Messiah should die for that nation, not the world. Another scripture says that he was sent to the house. Matthew 15:24 said, I am not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I'm not sent to anybody else. Now here comes verse 51. It says that he wasn't to die for the world. Those who say he died for the world lied. Now you got to check out. He died, say he would die for that nation. Then they try to say, but not for that nation only. But didn't include nobody else in the next verse, see? I mean, the rest of that verse says, but not only was he to die for that nation, here comes the coming back part. But that he should gather that nation together as one. For they are the children of Yahweh. They're not the children of men, they're the children of Yahweh. Talking about the heirs, inheritance. But something has happened to the children of Yahweh. In verse 52, what happened? They have been scattered abroad. So somebody has an awesome task called gathering them together. That's a heavy job. Gathering them together. That's not easy to run around where you have sheep scattered abroad. And you have to go search and find those sheep. That's some kind of job. And then when you come to them, they don't even know you. They run from you. When you come together, that nation, who is the children of Yahweh, they've been scattered so long, they don't recognize you at all. Though you are the same. He comes to his own, and his own receive him not. He come to his own nation. But his nation is in love with the wolf. The wolf has had him in a pen so long that when the good shepherd come and open up the gate, they run off in a corner the opposite of the gate. It'll be one every now and then that'll run through the gate. But here in John 11, it lets us know that we are the children of Yahweh, scattered, and our enemy has taken counsel. They took counsel and killed us all. Why? In Matthew 21:38, it tells you why. What was it about? Psalms chapter 2, verse 2, where the kings and the rulers took counsel together against Yahweh, who are his anointed. We are his children. Why did they take counsel against us? For our inheritance. Give me Acts 4:27. Now really we must start at verse 25. Read. What are they raging about? Our inheritance. See, the heathen are running around raging. Huh? about our inheritance. And imagining a vain thing, like taking counsel together as kings and rulers of the earth to kill us off, to seize our inheritance, thinking that would allow them to rule forever. See, the kings and rulers of the earth do not want to rule under Yahweh. They want to rule as Yahweh. That's where Isaiah chapter 14 comes in. See, they wanted to sit in heaven and ascend into heaven and sit in the temple of Yahweh as Yahweh himself. Since they could not get to Yahweh, the true husbandman, they say, let's take his heirs and kill them off and seize their rulership, their inheritance. As long as we allow their capital city, Jerusalem, to remain intact, it's the center of their unity. It's where the symbol of Yahweh sits as a temple for one God. Yahweh sits with his law in the temple, the book of his law. And as long as they worship Yahweh and his law, there's nothing we can do with these people. Because Yahweh's law is perfect. And we must destroy this perfection. So if we burn the city and burn the temple of Yahweh and scatter his children, scatter his inheritance abroad and cut off their knowledge of their inheritance, we the kings and rulers, we got to earth now, and hey, Yahweh ain't coming back down here to mess with us. We haven't seen him yet. All we ever see evidence of is the Son, his heir, in Matthew 11:38. All we ever saw was his representative. We've never seen no Yahweh. Like Pharaoh said, how the God of the Hebrews, how do I know if there be a God of the Hebrews? I'm God over you. In fact, Moses, if you come back in my face again, talking about let them go, I'm going to kill you. Moses says, so be it, you have spoken well. But see, Moses was speaking with the authority of knowledge that Pharaoh didn't have. Moses had a special encounter with Yahweh. Moses saw a light that wouldn't go out. He called it a burning bush that was not consumed. Moses saw the light, Yahweh. I know what you don't know, Pharaoh. You don't worry me, Pharaoh. You better worry about the one I met who sent me. But you see, when Pharaoh turned him, he was forced to turn us loose. He didn't turn us loose because he wanted to. Yahweh forced Pharaoh to turn us loose. And then Pharaoh said, why should I let them have the inheritance? So he took his army and said, I'm going and kill off the inheritance. Man, I made a mistake. I let the inheritance go. See, he forgot he was just forced to let us go. Then he decided, I want to catch the inheritance and kill off the inheritance. And there'll be nobody to challenge me, Pharaoh, and my right to continue ruling. See, he has 6,000 years of rulership. He doesn't want to give it up. He has ruled wickedly with wickedness. I believe in Isaiah 47 it tells you he even trusts in wickedness as his God. Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, read on, none seeth me. Yahweh said, but thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. In the meantime, you wicked perverts have taken counsel together raging, imagining vain things.